What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Overdrift.
Yes.
Before we begin, I'd like to thank Nadawa, Erdy, Tiny Inge, Whiplash, Skeeve, Bozo, Chaos, Endel, Dark Magister, and Chattycat005 being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member of our Patreon, go to patreon.com/social, link in the description.
Yeah.
And today, we have the final step in the logical conclusion of trying swords with all the things. And that is, what if you give swords to an ally?
Oh, yeah.
So, that's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
Swords have been getting various tweaks over the last week as they get balance and stuff. That's what betas are for, after all. So they might be slightly different than they were last week, but who knows if it'll be enough to be directly noticeable.
Okay.
I know that the reflection sparks got a little bit better, but then they were too good, so then they got a little bit worse.
As it turns out, stuff in the experimental branch can change wildly very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be being edited as we speak. Who knows?
It's possible.
I've seen it happen.
See, a lot of people are like, you got to do sword and board with the Bastion, and I'm sure we'll get to it eventually, but not today.
Yeah, that sounds like a no thanks, bro.
Let's go.
It's like, sword and board with the Bastion, probably cool. Bastion still not fun.
I'll go temporal. And then we're going to grab our engineer. So we're going to have even more swords. Let's see. Priority 0 and construction are both good options here. We'll go with priority for now. But now, you'll notice since I have the engineer, I have 2 sets of swords.
Whoa!
Look
at that.
You also get 2 sets of swords with battery and courser. Oh, you're the wrong one.
Yeah, there's the drone specialist.
Tactical link does not specify weapon. Last week I was like overclock, but it does specify non-weapon advanced constructs.
Non-weapon constructs, yep.
So
Okay.
it's specifically sword when it's saying advanced non-weapon constructs.
it was future-proofing. Tactical link, however, does not say that.
So that if that one doesn't work, that one's not my fault. But now we're looking for allies because we need to give them swords. Just swing, swing, swing.
Swing, swing, swing.
Yeah. There we go. Wrong specialist again.
Yeah, but mine specialist is cool.
It's cool, but it's not what we're looking for.
I know, but you're an engineer, so I'm like, oh.
But gotta get all the allies. That means we can't specialize. Unless we're gonna specialize in allies. That's the only way we can specialize.
That's true.
And even then I wonder if that's a good idea, considering that, you know, the swords are also constructs.
That'll probably be fine.
I'm not entirely convinced. Skirmish. These no longer scale with size, but they still do scale with crash modifiers. Like I said, things are changing very quickly with these.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll grab the skirmish because it's crash damage, and then I can just, you know, get my terminates and various other things that I enjoy getting. Apparently the burst fire does make it do like a triple swing scenario, and I wasn't really paying attention last time. Yeah.
Nice.
But it does make the delay much longer.
Oh, that's not ideal. Wow.
But it's fine. Support specialist for, you know, the allies that we'll one day have. Elegant construction for the allies we'll one day have.
an upgrade of some sort. It's a boost!
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I heard the sound, but then you went into the menu, and I'm like, I don't know which it was.
It was
so fast.
It was a sneaky boost. Okay. So then the next question becomes, will we ever find the allies? Holding on to these rerolls because I keep finding other stuff that is fine, but starting to have concerns. Game, please. Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah, it's not happening. Don't worry.
Oh, what would I get in Revelation? I don't know.
I mean, Revelation's never a bad thing.
It's not technically a bad thing, other than the fact that if I never get another wild mod, it's wasted. Hey,
you're
it's an
gonna
ally.
find a wild mod. Don't you worry.
There's lots of things that I wanted there, but I had to take the allies, otherwise they would never show up ever again. Okay. The ally tree changed slightly too, which is interesting.
Turret specialist.
Yeah, well, we've seen every specialist except for the one that we need, which is par for the course. Triple Defiance is
It's not bad.
fine. If I decide to go Apex, then that could be interesting. Which means I give my shields to my other constructs. Would my swords have shields? And then would my allies would have shields, but would my allies' swords have shields?
That's an option.
That's the whole philosophical debate. You know what? I'm gonna grab it just because.
Sure, it's not a bad thing to have anyway, right? Even if you keep your shield, like your shield will eventually go down at points.
Yeah. Ow. Guardian. Oh, don't do this to me, game. You've did this to me once before. Not even that long ago. Well, if I'm gonna be going down the path of potentially giving up my shield, let's start working on the hull now. Alright. Took out a couple of eyeballs there. Yes, I did miss the tiny supply train, but it was just a tiny one.
Yeah. You were going for the stabby stabs anyway. I like how with the triple tap, it's basically just like you're taking your charge and you're just kind of in front of you.
Yeah. You just gotta swing for the fences.
Flail the swords wildly. Man, Guardian allies just really want you there, huh?
Yeah, they sure do. I'll grab shield cooldown. Because there's a world where I can do like an infused situation. Not sure if I'll do it, but I can.
There you go.
Oh yeah, look at them go.
Oh, look at that.
Their swords are actually reasonably sized.
Yeah.
Look, I remember what they got for lances.
Yeah, that's true. Lancitos.
I was
Little
expecting
baby lances.
I was expecting their swords to be fun sized.
Little daggers.
Well, let's go right for outmaneuver so we can get overpower.
So now here comes...
Hey, look, overpower.
I don't want to put you through this again, Lee.
I know what you're gonna say.
But I gotta ask the million-dollar question of if you can get your number of constructs up high enough, do you get more friendos and more blades?
Yes.
Oh, that's just a definitive yes? It's not
That's a definitive yes.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if my friendos would get more blades.
Oh, that's a good point.
But I would get more blades, and I would get more friendos.
Because you do have 2 blades, and they have 1 each.
You know what?
So I don't know for sure.
Let me save for Ataraxia.
Okay.
Also, I think Ataraxia has changed, but I don't remember what it is offhand. So we would have to actually get to the unlock stage and read it again to double check. Because I think from what I understand, it may have gotten nerfed a little bit, but I don't remember how or why. I just remember people talking about it. So, we'll see. Let's see. We'll wait for the 5. Just because.
Your shield's down, by the way.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, and you lost a friend somewhere.
No, I didn't lose him. He's right there.
Right where?
Well, the one friend that I found came back, and then the other one went away.
Uh-huh.
They traded places.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. I mean, that is actually what happened.
I know it is. It's just funny. Obsession, Discord order. You got some options there.
Yeah.
I don't think you need any of those, honestly.
Yeah, I think my option is reroll. Okay. So, 5 global damage, yada yada, 30% body gear, and then 15% shield and recovery cooldown. Yeah, okay, so the 10 has been nerfed. The 10 just gives you more cooldown or recovery stuff. The 5 still gives you the body powers, but it doesn't double all of the upgrades. So
yeah, that double is just gone.
So if you're going for just more friendos, you don't go to 10, you just stop at 5.
And then you gotta pick up 70 more % somewhere. Okay. Nice.
We sliced, we diced. Armor fragment. Alright, so these are the 5 that we stockpile. So this increases my ability by 30%. Bravado, I think, is what? 20%? 15%? I always forget what the exact number is. And then I'd have to get enough evolutionary niches to kind of fill that gap. And I've already utilized my honor bound.
Yeah.
So I'd have to do it the harder way. We still have stonks, but I'd have to make sure that my math is correct, because once I go that route, if I pick it, they're gone. But theoretically, we're sitting on 30% right now. 30% closer to another advanced construct. Let me blow some rerolls here. What am I trying to work towards? Let's see. If I wanna... Oh, okay. I was thinking about something, and then I accidentally just clicked it because it was the center one, and I didn't have to move my thing. It's a problem that I do very often. It's called being dumb. So, Energized Shields isn't great because that reduces my construct assembly speed, but it gives me a faster shield cooldown. So shielded constructs is how we get to Apex. And it's also going to answer some science questions. Okay.
You got a little like shoulder pads.
So my swords are shielded, and then my allies are shielded, but my allies' swords are not shielded because those swords belong to them and not me.
Right.
Oh god, I'm getting bonked all over the place because I don't have a shield, and I gotta be careful here. Well, there's Apex. So, yeah, this is what we did it for. Okay. Stay away from the fire. There we go. Let's see. Oh, it would have been interesting to see what happens with a Death Blossom, but the shield no longer belongs to me.
No longer yours.
Look at absorption, though. More science for another time. I had to science with the shields this time. Okay. So here is one of the new things for the allies. Instead of getting this was the dodge one before, but I believe that's now more baked in, so they're better at dodging innately.
Okay.
And instead they have Echo Strike. Ally explosive rounds take additional larger blast radius when they're destroyed on impact.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how well that helps your blades here, but...
Yeah, which is why I'm probably going to get Nanotech Reconstruction, because our guys have been going down more regularly than I would like. So let's try to give them a leg up in health. Alright, we got old Punchy Magoo. Alright, we're gonna just blow up all the blow-upables. Oh boy. Swing the sword, protect me. Oh, and then he's just gone. Alright, well, that worked out then. Woo, and my allies coming in hot there.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Okay. I like that their swords are big.
Yeah, those are cool.
I think that is correct. Because those lance daggers always made me sad.
I'm noticing something about your swords, and I'm struggling to like have my eyes focus on it. It looks like some of your swords are cracked, but they like keep shifting which one it is.
Well, it's because they flip back and forth. I mean, I think they do get a visual indicator when they get more damaged.
Huh.
Okay, so
cool.
body power is increased by 15%, so this will bring me up to 45. So that means that I would need
Still need six more.
6, which is unlikely,
But it could happen.
especially considering I've already used the honor bound.
Look, if you get 2, and then you find stonks, and then find 1 more.
Yeah.
Or you can get obsession and get 3 more.
That is true. You know what? If I see obsession again, I'll grab it. In the interests of science.
And in fact, if you get obsession, and then 1, and then stonks, you'll only need 2. Like, it's real specific.
Yeah, it's very specific.
But there's a world where it could still happen. Hey, now comes your choice.
Because I have the swords, I don't think I can realistically take Ally Specialist. I think it's just not good enough. Because it would increase the assembly speed on my swords by another 40%. The swords do come back reasonably fast.
Quickly.
But
it's just an assembly speed, and it theoretically shouldn't affect your allies' swords' assembly speed. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes, no, maybe. Science.
We'll when your swords break, we'll see.
So, thankfully, my swords don't break that often because they're shielded. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
and you've got nanotech, so they're actually slowly repairing themselves too.
well, that's the allies, not the swords.
Does the ally are the swords not affected by nanotech?
I don't believe so. I think that's just for the allies.
Also, how are you at wave 100 already? Didn't we just start the video?
Yeah, about 100 waves ago.
I see that. 20 minutes. Huh. It really doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Yes, because it's all new and interesting content. It's
Yeah. Just slicing and dicing.
I am just slicing and dicing. Okay. Go over here. Oh, look, my allies just cleaning up over here.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, ally maximum hull plus 20%. So yeah, it's and then 20% total ally assembly speed. So yeah, none of that. Oh, and your ally regenerates 2%. Yeah.
Dang.
Boop. Give me that
force armor's not
armor.
bad. Especially now that you don't have your own shield.
Exactly. Honestly, Juggernaut's pretty good too, because it gives me more hull and it gives me crash damage, which gives me sword damage.
That's true.
Say, I haven't invested in any movement stuff yet, which might be a mistake.
You can get the magnetism and other stuff.
I could, but I do think. Oh, I was like, I'm gonna work on getting stuff, but getting the evolution I think is.
+1 ally explosive round.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
And the fact that they scale with level now is actually pretty huge.
Yeah. I just meant with that new upgrade,
Yeah.
did you see that it's that mod alone?
Yeah.
That is so many bullets.
They got a lot of them.
That's like even ignoring the swords. Those are just violent allies.
I was gonna say, speaking of ignoring the swords, they just stopped swinging them for a minute. Just come on, get in there. Start swinging.
It's like their rate of fire on those swords is very low.
Either that, or they're just a little bit too picky on when they want to utilize them. Okay, well.
Oh, there's obsession.
There's obsession. Now we're just on the hunt for niches. And, movement tech, perhaps.
Well, yeah.
Okay, oh, yeah, we'll back up. Slice away those bullets. It'd be cool. I don't think they're smart enough, but it'd be cool if the allies were smart enough to decide that they're... Oh, what are you? Hold on a second.
Oh! Oh!
You're a crab launcher! You're not a Krabby Patty, you're just a crab launcher.
That is a crab launcher. I heard rumors that was going to be a thing, but it's cool to see him.
I was taken aback. I was not privy to these rumors. Regeneration is good, but I have 8 rerolls, and if I'm trying to get that extra ally, I probably should.
That's true.
Skim a little bit. Come on, game. Be nice.
The Gecko Strike's not bad.
Just because it's new, I'll grab it.
Okay. And you are running low on rerolls.
Yeah. If it wasn't new and I didn't want to show off a new thing, I probably would have got regen, but it's the new hotness. It must be observed. But yeah, you can kind of see the big explosion radius of their shots when they hit.
They zooming.
They are all over the place.
They're fast.
So I mean, theoretically, this could be like, we can call this the Three Musketeers, but if I get the extra one, it could be like the Four Musketeers. I was gonna say something more profound than that, and then I couldn't think of anything good.
It could still be the Three Musketeers. You just suddenly beat D'Artagnan.
I was thinking about D'Artagnan, but I was just like, but wasn't he like just one of the Musketeers? Was he?
No,
he was the
it's
fourth
always
one?
been one of those things about it. It's the Three Musketeers, but there's four of them.
Yeah. So it's with or without D'Artagnan. I'm taking my thrusters. I'm not gonna not take the thrusters.
The Three Musketeers were Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. And then D'Artagnan was there. Being like, look at these guys, they're so cool. They're the Three Musketeers. And it's like, yeah, we know. You gave us the title of the book. We see what you're doing.
And yet D'Artagnan's the only one whose name I remember. So what does that say?
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. You can go ask Alexander Dumbass.
Jeez.
That's a quote, Lee. That's a movie quote.
Yeah.
I got a movie quote in there. Tell me you know where that's from.
I don't know if I do.
That was from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
They're going through the books in the library, and the ones.
I've seen that movie exactly one time.
Despite the fact that I don't see movies, I've seen that one like 5 times. I don't know why. It just sort of happened. It's like Alexandre Dumas. It's French.
I need you to go away. There you go.
But yeah, D'Artagnan's the main character, and he's just like, I want to join the Musketeers, and then he runs into the Three Musketeers, who are like, you know, the big bads of the Musketeers. You've lost a sword, by the by. You found it again.
Yeah, it came back. What was the build time on it? Wasn't that long.
Yeah, it looked like it was pretty quick. I think you're fine.
So I guess the 40% didn't matter when it comes back.
Now, admittedly, if you broke all 4 swords at once, maybe you would have a bad adventure.
They come back in pairs, even though they can break individually, which is interesting.
Huh. Vati would be very happy if you lost all your 4 swords.
And then what kind of adventure would that be?
I don't know. God, I know you don't watch the VTubers the way I do, but one of the VTubers, one of the new HoloLive girls, apparently grew up not knowing how to, like, never being corrected on pronunciation, so she calls him Janendorf, and it's the Gerudo, and I'm just like, I understand if you've never seen it, like if you've never heard it. I could boost. I could see it, but also,
Look, like I said, there's this guy on the internet who does a lot of FF7 content that I've seen, and the thing that he does that drives me up the wall is that he calls regen Regan.
Oh yeah.
I believe I've talked about that before, but I'm just like
that one just feels real bad because it's like it's short for regeneration. Like how do you get that one wrong?
I mean, if you're just looking at the word and you're not thinking about what it means or what it's short for, I'm like, okay.
But it's the one that boosts again. But it's the one that regenerates your health. Like it's
it regenerates.
It regenerates.
Oh, you're just
crabs.
It's just a crab formation. They're just crabbing now.
The crabs just exist in space now, Lee. They just got to deal with it.
And sometimes they're not even big.
Oh, that's not going to be comfortable for your friend.
No, he'll dodge. See?
I mean, he did.
I believed in him the whole time. Alright, we're slicing. Okay. I think we roll for either getting closer to Blink or getting closer to more friends.
You could do it. Oh boy.
Can I do it?
You can do it. What does singular strike do for you here? It makes all your like shards go small, right?
That's what I had presumed before, and then before it hadn't, but now it does.
Oh, okay.
In like a very recent patch. So we can check that out because my real situation is
struggling.
Or
you are down to one reroll.
We can gamble it all.
I like it.
Dang it.
You could wait till you find a reroll, or you could just take one and.
You know what? I'm okay with waiting at least a little bit because I have Ataraxia, so waiting is not detrimental.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, you gotta stop sitting in those explosions. They can't be good for your health.
It's.
Oh, don't get hit by the comet. There we go. I'm just gonna let that problem solve itself. How long will it be until I get a reroll?
It's a great question.
You look like the kind of guy that might drop a reroll.
Yeah, he does.
He didn't. I feel so brave with a sword because when those guys are charging up their shots, I'm just like, come on, do it. Dare ya.
Yeah, I dare you.
I'm just gonna slice them up, and I keep breaking swords, but it does take them a little bit to come back. Admittedly. Okay, got another level. Oh boy. You know what? Wave 190, maybe I'm gonna pop some levels.
they could also have rerolls.
All right. Aha!
Oh, that hurts.
I gotta
just
stay.
let your friends handle most of it.
Yeah, I just gotta stay.
They can do work.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're cool. Everything's cool.
Stay away from the front.
Rerolls. Better charge over fragment. Better charge.
There were a lot of things in there. I don't think rerolls were part of it.
No, there's one reroll.
One.
Okay, here we go. Boom. Dang. All right, I think we're just gonna go. Spontaneous. Two spontaneous. We'll get more friends. Evolutionary niche.
There you go.
Dang.
I'll wait for one more reroll.
All right, we'll wait for one more. Go, my swarmy friends. Man. The swarms just ate, like, all of those spikes. They just... The meat shield now. Get that bullet out of here. Oh, get out of here with your shields. Oh, I'm sorry, Comet. Your aim was true. Alright. Wave 200. Here we go. That's a Krabby Patty.
That's a scary looking 200. If you don't want to wait for your reroll, I'll understand.
Let's see if I can't get to level 6 first so I can at least retain my 5.
Oh.
The sword's nice, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Oh, and there goes the one guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he'll be fine. Oh, you took a hit there, though.
I'll probably get a reroll here, though, so...
Just watch your health.
Yeah,
Man, you need something. I don't. Do you have regen yet?
I do.
It don't feel like it. You need better regen. Get yourself a what's it called? Better regen.
Get yourself some healthcare.
Yeah. The one where they take a portion of your health like taxes, and then it allows you free health care. Why can't I think of what it's called?
No,
hypermetabolism.
I can get 2 of them because you know that's the denomination that I can take of them.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that that's the answer. I'm gonna keep holding for a little while longer.
I think you can.
Look at just this sea of tracers. Get out of here. Oh,
Careful.
I'm okay. I only just got headbutt to oblivion. Went right past Skyrim and into oblivion. Man. It's been a while since I've played Oblivion. I kind of want to play it again at some point.
It's a good game.
The DLC for that game is one of the first times that a video game made me, like, audibly gasp with, like, an effect that happened in the game.
Oh, yeah?
Because, did you ever play the DLC for Oblivion?
I did not.
Well, it's all about Shimogorath and his wacky face.
Oh, yeah. Shimogorath has a little bit of whack. Oh, you have a reroll.
Oh, excellent. Dang it.
You can keep holding. I believe.
Okay.
If you don't want to keep holding, there's 2 defiances there, which is safe.
But we'll hold. But yeah, so at the start of the game, you're contacted by like Shimogorath. Actually, I think it's like one of his lackeys or something. But he takes you to this room and you just have a meeting with him. And then when you finish the meeting, the room turns into butterflies and flies away, and you're just in the new zone. And I'm just like, what? It blew my mind. I was like, this is the coolest thing that has ever happened in a video game.
I can imagine. People say video games aren't art.
Those people never played video games. Also, oh boy. Oh, jeez.
Will you spend your levels?
They're spent.
Yeah, they're spent though, right?
Consider them spent. I never got Blink. Blink would have gotten me out of a lot.
Blink would have gotten you out of a lot.
But I never got it.
All right. Well, we'll have to revisit this.
But yeah. I think triple tap, unless you're going for something very specific, I think I would like to be able to swing more often just for defensive purposes. So I think that was pretty meh. And then now that Ataraxia is different, getting the extra advanced construct is
harder.
Much more difficult. So,
but I mean, you were getting there. You only needed 4 more.
Only
5 more.
Many more.
4 more. No, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it was 4 because I needed 6 and I got 2, 6. So I needed 4 more, which means I needed to find 2 more.
Right, or you needed stonks.
Or I needed stonks in that. So either way, I needed 2 more instances of thing I need.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've tried just architect swords. We've tried mine swords. Now we've tried ally swords. So that's like all of the major sword food groups. So I think next time we're going to temporarily move away from swords and explore what weapons are cool with the new change of antimatter rounds.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. Be sure to check that out tomorrow. And I guess with that, see you guys next time.
Goodbye.